State of the Jungle Talk. I got a special topic for today. Thinking about this topic for a while. I think it's relevant. It's relevant for this time of year. It's relevant really perennially, always, for everybody. It doesn't matter what's going on. And it's the idea of pushing through adversity at the point when the adversity is convincing you to quit. I made a video a couple of days ago. I put it on social media where I talk about there's nothing special about what you're going through right now. And when I say that, it's really to just add the context that there's a spot in your life. Now, you kids, you might not get any of this. That's okay. Ask your parents later. But there's probably a time in your life before what you're going through right now, there was something else that was in front of you. And that was the thing then, that this is the thing now. So this is just the latest one. This is just the latest version of that thing you're going through. I have complete confidence that given one qualifier, right, one condition, you're always going to get through it. The one condition is you don't quit. If you don't quit, you don't lose. That's just the way life works. But the reason I have so much confidence that if you don't quit, you'll get through it is because you got through the last ones. And I guarantee when you identify this problem and compare it to who you were when you went through some of those other problems, you're just as equipped now, if not more equipped, to get through this than you were when you had to get through that. And yet you did. There's always going to be a way to create a story that allows you to quit. I try to make the distinction, and at some point it becomes like a word thing, like don't be a loser. It doesn't mean that you're not going to lose a competition. When I say don't be a loser, I'm talking about the essence of who you are. A loser is somebody who writes losing stories. He tries to take stories where he quit and make it seem like he's actually the hero. He's actually the winner. If you guys have ever heard of the hero's journey, right? It's based on this work of this guy, Joseph Campbell. Super brilliant dude with great work that he put out. But he has this hero's journey. One of the things in the hero's journey is there's a point where there's some guy, right? He's living his life and he's given the opportunity to do something special. And there's a point where in the hero's journey, the way it's designed or the way it's described is he tries to answer the call. There's a question, are you going to answer the call? There's a call to do something and the hero answers it. I firmly believe that everybody could be a hero in their own story, but the thing is, when the call occurs, do you answer it? But one of the things that's also valuable to know is in history, when the hero is debating whether or not to answer the call, at first they say no. They say, oh no, this isn't for me. I can't do it. This isn't for people like me. There are too many things against me. And at some point, there's something that compels them to enter the challenge anyway. I would offer my take on it is the thing that they do that has them enter that challenge anyway is they tell themselves the right story. Everything that you have that's a challenge to you is an opportunity. And I don't mean that in like the cornball, after school special, like, hey, there's winning or learning, there's value in all those things, but I'm speaking much more practically. It is literally, it's like I use the analogy of lifting weights. If you were to go to a gym and I say, yeah, this gym is incredible. And you say, what's so incredible about it? I said, you could put all the weights on the bar and you can lift them easily. This gym is so incredible, all the weights are super easy to lift. You'd go, well, with all due respect, Justin, it sounds like that gym kind of sucks. Because we know the value of the gym is in the presentation of different varied ways of not having you easily do stuff. You want the weights to not only be as heavy as you'd expect them to be, but we give quality to gyms when they found sort of new ways of making it even harder for us. Now, what's the consequence of engaging a gym that has heavy weights? You get stronger, you build muscles. Physically, you start climbing your ladder. But in life, sometimes we're stuck there wanting a life that all the weights are easy. What do we think about people? Certainly nobody here qualifies, but what do we think about those people that we've known in our lives that they got stuff that's so easy? Maybe it was a kid that had everything he wanted, lived in a house that we wanted to live in, parents had the car that we wanted to have, but then we notice as they get older, the first bit of adversity that hits them, they don't know what to do. An analogy of that is you go to like the hood, right? Everybody, you don't know what the hood is, Google it. You go to the hood and you'll see 6-year-olds crossing the street with 3 shopping bags going to the store for their mother, with traffic that looks like that game Frogger from the 80s. And all of these kids know how to cross the street without getting run over, because if they don't, that tends to take I will say, you take some kid from a more suburban or rural area who's not used to that just action, you put them in the city, it looks like a deer just in the middle of the road looking at cars like doesn't know what to do. I live in Pennsylvania now, and sometimes you look at the deer on the road and it's almost like they're telling themselves the wrong story because you just wonder why they're not getting out of the street. But they're just completely confused. So there's something to be said for when we become somebody who engages adversity and embraces it for the opportunity, we start accumulating powers. We start accumulating the skills and abilities to be comfortable where other people who have not gone through those things are losing their minds. So I guess the gist of this, the summary of the value of what it is I'm talking about, is I really want to offer you guys the best course of action is becoming a master of telling yourself the stories of your life that allows you the opportunity to become a hero. The minute you tell yourself that there's no way you could win, you are absolutely right.